China has long been developing the Tibetan side of Mount Everest. The highest mountain in the world has always been a bone of contention between Nepal and China, given that mountaineers worldwide tend to scale up the peak via Nepal. But today, the Chinese establishment seemed to taste the waters as far as Mount Everest was concerned. A now deleted tweet stands at the center of the story. After having largely controlled the spread of the virus, some say China is back to its usual business of territorial aggression. And this time it is not staking a claim on Indian territories or some island in the South China Sea. It is the highest mountain peak in the world, which China is setting its eyes on and has set its eyes on for quite some time. A tweet put up by CGTN, China's official news agency, says Mount Koumalangma, also known as Mount Everest, is in the Tibet Autonomous Region in China. The tweet was put up on the 2nd of May. It gained traction on social media on the 9th of May. Users were quick to criticize China for its false claims, and the tweet became the subject of dismay and debates. CGTN has since deleted the tweet. Doesn't this mean then that China has taken back its claim on arguably the world's most famous mountain peak? Geographically speaking, Mount Everest is located in the Mahalangab Himal sub-range of the Himalayas, and establishing a borderline has been a contentious issue between Nepal and China. And this is where things get a bit tricky. As per experts, Nepal and China signed a border dispute resolution agreement in the 1960s to settle the issue. According to the treaty, it was decided that Mount Everest will be divided. The southern part of the mountain belongs to Nepal, and the northern part of the mountain belongs to Tibet Autonomous Region. Now, China's claim over Tibet in itself a matter of debate, and now this blatant tweet by China claiming the mountain Everest solely as its own has added a new spark to the already heated argument. While it can be argued that one side of the mountain belongs to Tibet and by extension to China, the thing to note is that the Tibetan side of the mountain is treacherous and hardly used by climbers. The majority of tourism and expeditions to the peak take place from the Nepal side, using the means and technology developed by Nepal. Experts say that these acts by China are nothing new. It's another attempt by China to consolidate its claims on Tibet and Everest. China is known to tread on fine lines, and its silent aggression is a commonality in the current world order. It has often taken unfair advantage of the rough terrains in the Himalayas and the seamless borders in the seas to extend its territories inch by inch. China has often published maps showing Arunachal Pradesh as its own territory. While there might be a second opinion on the nationality of Mount Everest, it's an internationally recognized fact that Arunachal Pradesh is a part of the Indian Union. Lately, China has also extended claims to unnamed and remote islands in the South China Sea. Now, this latest tweet is just another reflection of China's ever-growing ambitions. Netizens were quick to bash the tweet. Some simply stated that Mount Everest is in Nepal and not China, while others called upon China to stop spreading fake news. A top health official in China has admitted that there were shortcomings in the country's response to COVID-19. This rare admission comes at a time when multiple countries have blamed Beijing for downplaying the intensity of the outbreak. According to Li Bin, the deputy director of China's Health Commission, the outbreak revealed drawbacks in China's pandemic prevention and control system. He said that the public health apparatus was not equipped to respond to such a health emergency. China publicly claims to have cooperated with the WHO in handling the pandemic. But this admission reveals that China was indeed unprepared for an outbreak of this proportion. Beijing is planning to modernize its health system by using artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and big data. The country is also planning to actively participate in global health governance. Now, this comes at a time when the US has fortified its role as the forfeited its role as the de facto leader of the World Health Organization, keeping in mind that China had once revamped its health system after the SARS outbreak in 2003. But 17 years later, not only did a new infection emerge, it actually ended up being much bigger than in 2003.